Good morning, friends. It's the Tuesday after I just uploaded my last vlog. So, welcome back to my channel very soon after I recently posted. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kate Sanderson. I am an actor and I live in Essex now. And this channel, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. I'm usually in horror movies, but this is what I'm currently doing. And this week's going to be very busy, so I just thought I'd start filming now. This for my next vlog. I recently unpacked some of my last boxes and I found some things from my fairy shed. So I thought this morning I'd try and just put those in. My cat Cookie, I have a British short hair cat. He's really off his food this morning and it's not like him at all. So I'm a little bit depressed about this, but we're going to the vet this afternoon. Hopefully it's okay. And to distract myself a bit this morning, I'm just going to try and add those things to my fairy shed and just sort of tidy up a bit. I have been really wrestling with this weed fabric in one half of my garden, so I might try and pull off a part of that and, just tidy that up. Yeah, we'll just see. So sorry to lay something heavy on you. Hopefully Cookie will be fine, but it's very unlike him to not eat. I mean, he is getting older, so, there you go. Anyway, let's go and get some stuff into the shed. Okay. So here we are. The spider population is increasing a lot. Ooh, oh dear. Okay, right. And the floor is a bit dusty. I've now got bits of replacement perspex windows for the doors, but I cannot fit them in myself, so I'm going to need help having them put in, I think. Gosh, it's all a lot of work. And yes, the garden leaves something to be desired. Cookie has now had a little bit of his breakfast, but it's nowhere near his normal amount of food, so that's something. But I'm glad we're going to the vet, and now I'm just going to sweep up the floor a bit and just try and get some bit of tidiness in here. Okay. It's amazing how when you're not in a shed for a couple of weeks, it gets so dusty. Of course, it doesn't help that some of my window panes need to be replaced. Sometimes I think, this time next year, will things be like so different? If things are a lot more settled and kind of nice looking, or will life always kind of be the same? Okay, I don't know. I had really hoped that the backs to my chairs would have turned up, with my last boxes being unpacked, but so far they have not. However, I have found that I have discovered that apparently you can buy replacement chair covers for these director's chairs on Amazon, so I should probably order some replacement covers and then the original ones will turn up. So anyway, it's good to know you can get replacements. You don't have to buy whole new chairs. Honestly, it's just so eccentric moving house. Okay, well, I'll get on with this. I moved some stuff to put in my things from my old fairy shed, and there was this huge moth sitting, waiting there. I hope this isn't a bad omen for Cookie. I'm just being morbid. I mean, he's just a moth, isn't it? Hope. Okay. Well, he's certainly showing no signs of leaving. I think if I just lift up this big, it's a chest of drawers, kind of with I keep odd gardening odds and ends in. I'm sure if I lift that up onto the shelf, he'll suddenly flutter away. I'm a bit chicken. I find it makes me nervous when things suddenly move. Okay, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I moved that big thing onto the shelf. As you can see, it's a great deal bigger than the moth. And the moth has not moved. He has made some little twitches, but he has not moved. Okay, right, I think, let me show you a few things I found. So first of all, I've got some of these kind of like Indian garlands. There's a red one there over already. Funnily enough, I think I was inspired to buy these garlands the last time I went to Bestival. I thought they were very sort of cute looking. So I shall put these at the moment here. Yeah, they're colourful. They're nice. Hope one day I get to visit India. Okay, now the moth's moved a bit, kind of into the side of the drawers. This is so weird. If I was him, I'd just go away. Wow. Okay, Mr. Moth, I'm a bit depressed today. I could honestly do without this. I would be so grateful if you would just like go somewhere else. You know, it's a big garden. I wish you would not be here. Okay, right. Okay, I moved my blue fairy there. And then he's now gone onto the window. So that's, I'm kind of grateful for that. Ooh, gave me a turn. I mean, poor soul, as they would say in Scotland, he's more afraid of you than you are of it. Okay. Well, there you go. I did actually manage to put the bunting in. I think it's a bit low. Or maybe I need to put some like pictures or some decor up here. It's a bit bare. Let me stand back a bit. Well, it's better than nothing. Maybe I could try another hook in the very middle there. Okay, that's moderately better. Okay, I got this whole little thing of cup hooks on Amazon. So they did just screw into the wall. That's cool. Cup of tea, I think. And for my next trick, I bought this little sort of fairy coffee table. I don't know. I had nowhere to put my tea except the shelf, and I felt I was always kind of shoving everything out of the way to put my tea down. I don't know. It's kind of ugly, but I think it's okay. I would have really liked one of those kind of ceramic Chinese or Japanese garden stools in here for a coffee table, but they are a lot of money. And this one was much cheaper. I think it was about £25. So that's okay. It's cute. I mean, you know, I have kitsch taste, I have to face it. Now I'm going to get my tea and a little snack. Well, it's not the steadiest surface in the world, but my tea and my little snack are sitting on there okay. So here I have a Mr. Kipling breakfast bake. I did actually have one of these already. Let me open it up. I would sort of call this like a small piece of cake. I used to love blueberry muffins, and then I found out they had about 300 or 400 calories in them because they have so much sugar. To me, the breakfast bite is nice, but it's like a little tiny bit of a blueberry muffin, probably with less sugar, but it's got a similar taste. And in short, it's a nice snack. Yes, this is nice. Cookie seems very quiet. I don't know whether that's just because it's a lovely day and he's just having a peaceful lie down, or whether he's not feeling himself. I recently found this little creature here. It's a little kind of like a butterfly, I suppose, with a proboscis. Ages ago now, I found this little flamingo with the trilby hat, and they both seem to have been strung on some old fairy lights that have, I think, not worked for many years, left by previous owners. So I think that's kind of what these little critters were. But yeah, they're quite sweet. This week I made a really big push with my sort of back bedroom, and I cleared away a lot of stuff. I've been going back and forth to the charity shop, giving them a lot of stuff. It's all good. It just takes a lot longer than you think it's going to. I must say the feeling of security in having up the fence is lovely. I mean, I've nothing against my neighbours, whom I think they've just moved in. I don't know them, but it's just nice to feel like you have your own space and it's private. So that's been a really lovely thing about this week. And the gentleman who's put up the fence, he's been absolutely super. And he's even sort of tidied up the garden a bit, which was amazing. Funnily enough, the fence being neater also, just to explain to you if you're new to my channel, I had a really old broken down fence with big chunks out of it, and it was all kind of green, and it was a fence on its last legs. So my previous subscribers or who've watched my videos know this, but if you're new you don't know that. So I just got all this new fencing put in from B&M stores, and it's been really good. It's been really good. I wonder if I'm slightly prolonging being in here because I want to put off removing some of that weed fabric. I have a tree outside. Half of my garden is covered with like weed fabric and pebbles, used to be pebbles. So now I am trying to clear away that weed fabric. Months ago I bought bags of mulch to put down to give the earth a kind of rest. But today I'm going to try and just pull away a section of that weed fabric before I go to the vet with Cookie. And that will be good. It's amazing how much you depend on your pets, on your animals. I mean, and I love Cookie dearly. I've always told him I love him. And, you know, we've been very good friends. I have appreciated him. But I've also just been accustomed to his companionship and to him being here. And he's been in really very good health. So for him to be frail, to be not himself, is just a big change for me. But, you know, it's like, this happens to everybody. It's just a part of life. That cup of tea is nice. Anyway, at least the vet can see me today. When I used to live in North London, if you tried to see the vet, you know, unless it was a complete emergency and you thought the animal was like dying, it would take you maybe about a week to get an appointment. It was so busy. In this little corner of Essex, they were able to see me today, so that's a wonderful sort of advantage to living here and moving here. Although I used to be able to be in the middle of London in 20 minutes, and I kind of miss that. Yes, I think so far, because I just uploaded my last vlog last night, and as of this recording it's had 6 views, and one of those was me. It's been my worst performing vlog so far. I mean, my figures are so small you can't really extrapolate anything from them, but it seems like people prefer vlogs when I'm in my own house than when I go away to other places. But I mean, I am someone who, in their work, they do go away quite a lot. So I do want to keep doing my vlogs, whether people watch them or not. You know, that's not the main thing. It has really helped me. Of course, I'd like people to watch them. But yeah, from the tiny figures I have, it seems that when I'm in my own house, people stick around more. They like it more. But yeah. Yes. Everything's improving. Of course, I'm still worried about Cookie, but I mean, in this house gradually things have improved. Today I'm having some lace curtains delivered, because one drawback of the clearing up I've been doing is that there used to be some small, like some sort of very large trees that were trying to grow in front of my dining room window, which was not right, but they did offer some privacy. But now those have been removed, and I do need to have some lace curtains up, as well as my ordinary curtains. I mean, they're not nets. I'm not a net person. They're lace curtains. It's not the same at all. So those are hopefully coming today, and I'll get those up and we'll see how they look. Oh, that's a lovely cup of tea. Okay, I'm going to pull a fairy card. If you're new here, I have these cards called Fairy Dust, and we'll see what my last one says. what my latest one says. My last card was about celebrating, and I was happy because I think a lot of good stuff had happened that week, and the fence was going up, and some good stuff happened. Yeah, let's see. Pull this one. Oh, it says play. Let's turn around. Play. Step outside and feel the sun. Breathe the air. Play. Have some fun. Hello, Cookie. How are you feeling? Well, at least he's gone around for a walk. I just wish he'd eat the rest of his breakfast. Okay. Play. Well, I don't really feel very much like playing, I must say. But I noticed Cookie's prowling around the garden. I am so lucky that, you know, the vet can see him today, and I have plenty of money to pay the bill. That's really good. I mean, not endless money, but you know, I can pay the bill, and that's good. I think now I better go and have a little look at the weed fabric. I'll just check inside to see if there's anything else that is supposed to come in the shed, and then I will get on with that. Okay, I did discover a few more things. I'll turn the camera around and show you. I have some books, patios, balconies and window boxes. That looks very 80s. I bet that's a book my mum bought. Make the most of town and city gardening. 225 designs. Lovely. And then the houseplant care manual. I do keep quite a lot of books on gardening in my old, well, I did in my old fairy shed, and I have a few down here. I'm a bit, you know, I wish that the Perspex windows had been replaced. I don't want rain getting in on them, but I think the place I've put them, they're okay. So I think now I'll just put those books down and then go out and look at the dreaded weed fabric. When I was in my old house, I painted this wooden thing pink, and I put some Victorian stickers on them, but I never kind of varnished them down. So I think maybe I'll do that at some time. Let's look back at the whole shed. Okay. I really wish I could find the backs of those chairs. They look somewhat ridiculous, but you know, my little ugly table is quite cute, really. And yeah, I've now got up my bunting, and I think it's a bit bare. I think it needs some more stuff up on the walls, but that's okay. And there's my other chair again with no back. Isn't life perfect? Wow. So here is the area. Here you can see some of the weed fabric there that I need to remove, or that I want to remove, and that I will remove, and lots of stones. And I did have a big box of stones, but I think those have now been scattered somewhere else, so that's good. And I will just try and get on with a bit of that. Yeah, gosh, there's some ivy that's been cut off. It's oh wow. And look above the shed. I've removed lots of the ivy that was there, but there's still like a huge big like triffid clump there. Okay, I love nature, I really do. And it is a lot better. It is a lot better. And there's Cookie beside the other shed. It's still not finished, and he's hanging out there. Bless him. Okay. Well, here we go. Quite a large bit has been loosened, so I'm going to cut that off, and then I've put some of my stones into there, and I will put them in a bit of the garden where I want stones. So a little update, but I think it is going to take a while, but it's oddly soothing, so okay. Here you can see like a big wodge of the weed fabric that I'm going to pull up, and all these winter heliotrope roots underneath it, so try and do a bit more. Okay. Well friends, now I have cleared a little space. I think there's no more weed fabric there. If I stand back, it's not much of a space, but it's some. And here's some of the weed fabric. And yeah, it's a little improvement, but I won't be able to finish this today or anything like it, but it's a start. Well, friends, we're back from the vet. I think Cookie's annoyed with me because he's refusing to come out of his cat carrier. And he must be annoyed. I don't blame him for being annoyed. Okay. Hello, friends. Well, it seems pretty good news, ironically. Just as the taxi arrived to take Cookie and I to the vet, Cookie had gone back to his food bowl and he'd started eating his food again. So anyway, the vet checked him. His temperature was normal. She thought his kidneys, his thyroid, his tummy all felt normal. They've taken bloods and they've given him some foods to sort of give him a little bit of a pep up and stuff. So I'll get the blood results in a day or two. But on the whole, it seemed like he was okay. And maybe if I just waited for another day to call the vet, he'd have gone back to his food normally and it would have just been a blip. But he normally has such a good appetite. That's why I did it. So hopefully it's okay. But I mean I have to think about this because obviously we all pass on one day. He won't be with me forever, and I have to accept that. And I've just been so down thinking about it. And anyway, so it looks like it's all good. It looks like it's okay, but we'll wait and see till we get the vet's phone call about the blood tests. What a change. Cookie has now cleaned his plate with the food the vet gave him. I'm sorry that it looks messy, but that is how he eats. He pushes his food around everywhere, so he's completely licked the plate clean in comparison from this morning when he wouldn't eat anything. Now he's cleaning himself. Honestly, it's hilarious. Cookie, you just do me in. Oh, that's a nice purr. I saw in one of my previous videos how awful my kitchen's shelf, the sort of windowsill looked. So I decided to put up my my strawberry themed china. And then here's like a candle that my friend Tanya gave me when I moved in here. I don't want to light it because I feel it was so kind of her to give it to me. But you can see my napkin rings, my jug, my little tea cup and teapot, and then that's actually an Easter candle. That shouldn't be there. And then this little thing saying bless our home. I once found that outside of someone's house in Haringey. I think they'd moved on or something, moved out. They'd left some of their stuff outside. But I like that. And here's my busy Lizzie. I was trying to find a sort of planter that it would go in. I went round all the charity shops and there wasn't one. So, there you go. Maybe I'll find one soon. Oh, that's a relief about Cookie. And, okay. Pink doilies forever. Oh, Cookie, it's different from this morning. You do mummy in. You just do me in. Being an actress. Backstage. There's something about those pinky lights that's just so exciting. Must make show people's brains light up, I think. Yeah. Hello friends, I just happened to be passing this lovely park, this beautiful statue, and I just couldn't help stopping. It's so lush and green looking. Okay. Beautiful place. You learn something new every day. Good morning, friends. I'm in a bit of a hurry today. I'm going away on another work trip and just thought I'd catch up with you briefly. I heard from the vet last night and they said that Cookie's kidneys, his liver, everything seems to be looking good. He had a slightly elevated glucose, but that could be because he's nervous, because he was in the vet, and they're going to do another fructinolosis test or something just to check that. So it's really very good news. He's liking the food the vet gave him. So really, I guess it was good that I took him to the vet, but I'm very, very grateful that there's nothing seriously wrong with him. At least that doesn't seem how it is. And that's a relief. Okay, so, oh, what's that mess there? Oh, it's just my scrapbook. Okay. My lace curtains sort of arrived, except they didn't let me show you what came. What arrived was actually these sort of hot orange, like, shorts that you'd wear to like a roller disco or something. I mean, I absolutely did not order these, and I really, really wanted my lace curtains because I I've got my curtains drawn at the moment in the dining room and it's so dark. So I complained to Amazon. They're going to send me a refund, but I have to post these back to them, which I understand, but it's just a great pest. And I've waited about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks for these lace curtains. So the person who was supposed to get my shorts, I presume, has my lace curtains, and I've had to order other lace curtains. So I'm afraid that once I get my refund from these people, I'm going to be leaving them an extremely unpleasant review because it's been a long wait to get them and I'm a bit annoyed. I always thought that I would never do a vlog with my hair wet, but there you go, life gets busy and sometimes you've got your hair wet when you're updating a vlog. So I think I've got everything in my case. I think I'm ready to go. And yeah, I'll show you a bit of where I go, and then probably that'll be the end of the vlog. But anyway, thank you if you're still watching. I'm really grateful to you. Okay. Hello friends. Well, another day, another Travelodge. I'm a bit confused because someone told me they were changing all the Travelodge art from their standard picture to like individual art, and there was different chairs and stuff, but this Travelodge looks just the same as usual. Let me turn around and show you. Yeah, I think that is the sort of standard Travelodge picture, isn't it? I guess this Travelodge is just, it's got the same classic picture. So, oh, and they have the sash on the bed. Someone once told me the Travelodge sash is never washed and it's really, really dirty. So I think I will take it off the bed. And I mean, in a lot of hotels, like they don't have the sash anymore, but I guess in this one, they still do. There we go. No sash. Let's look out the window. Okay, well, it's just, I think, motorway and some lovely trees, but no, it's okay. It's okay. And yeah, dinner in 10 minutes or something. Hallelujah. So this Travelodge has a bath actually, which not many of them do now. Okay, so it's just a shower in the bath. Okay, very nice. Hello Kate. Hello, hello, hello. I'm in the mirror. Just amazing to think in a month or so it will be so much cooler and the leaves will be starting to turn, but it's just so beautiful here. You can see the backs of a lot of the events and a beautiful stately home, and then places where people are camping, and a cricket pavilion. Oh, it's lovely. They've taped off the bit of ground where the cricket pitch is to protect it, but it's just a perfect summer day here. Thank you for joining me on my vlog. Hello friends. My goodness, the light's very misty in here, or maybe my camera's a bit sort of needs a bit of a clean. I got on some festival flowers. Here I didn't remember to take any flowers with me to glowworms, so just put them on today. It's such a short time of the year that you can kind of put flowers in your hair. So as you can see, I got back from glowworm, and I will now insert a little bit about sort of the fairy, more mystical element that I found, and also some beautiful animals. So I will put in that little bit of footage right here. It's a bit weird because the fairy card I pulled last week said play, and Glowworm is definitely a place for playing. It's definitely a festival predominantly for children, more so than Bestival, I would say, and for the inner child in all of us. So that fairy card was kind of appropriate. And Cookie will be having another glucose test later this week, but he's looking wonderful. So I can only hope that he doesn't have anything wrong and it doesn't need insulin and stuff, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm very glad he has a new vet here in my home, my new home, and that the vet was very nice. So that was another real blessing. Well, I mean, yeah, I got a few things at Glowworm, which, I mean, I'm sure you can imagine I did. First of all, I got a Glowworm fridge magnet. Actually, let me take it out of the packet. It's the Glowworm mascot, which I thought would really remind me all year. On a grey November day, I'll remember that it was a glorious summer and I was at Glowworm. So yeah, I got that, and that was lovely. And then I also got just a Glowworm t-shirt. Hey ho, let's glow. So that's nice. I do wear quite a lot of t-shirts, so that's very nice, and I like that slightly mystically purple color, so that was really good. Let's have a look at my snack. I must say I'm getting a little bit more confident with this sort of fairy table. I'm feeling like I'm more confident about it not being even. So I've just got a simple Bakewell tart from, I think, Lidl or Aldi, and my tiger mug that I really like. So that's really nice. It's lovely to you know, to just have this fairy shed as a little extra place to be. And yeah, I've not put up any more pictures yet. I've just got my bunting. Oh cripes, there's a spider right under my bunting. Okay, well, I guess they have to live somewhere too. Let's go back to me. My fence has really come on a bit. I think it's almost finished, and then I'll show it to you maybe in my next vlog or something. But that's been a big job, and what a difference that's made. The rest of the garden still needs, like, there needs to be new turf. I need to jet wash the path. I need to pick up lots of leaves. I have noticed on Amazon there's like a leaf blower with a bag attached to it, which I thought was really good, because after all, I mean, if you blow away leaves, where do you blow them? Into your neighbour's garden? I mean, that's not very nice. So I think when I'm feeling a bit better off, I might purchase that leaf blower with the bag. I think that would be really good. And yes, I'm going into the autumn feeling a lot further forward. I've managed to order some curtains for my main bedroom on eBay. I tried to get some others. They were like Laura Ashley curtains, but I just was pipped at the bid because I was in a car traveling when the final bids were going in, and obviously I had no internet, so I couldn't bid. So these other ones I bought are very nice. I mean, they're not superb, but I think they will look nice and fresh in that room. And then when I finish that and put them up, I will show you my room, just in case you're interested. So yes, I would say there's still a lot of turmoil and mess, but I'm a lot further forward and very grateful for that. Ooh, sip of tea. I am a pinky girl. I am quite a pinky lady, I must say. So this week I have some more travel, which is lovely for work. And then I'm seeing the vet again at the end of the week with Cookie, and that's good. And I think I've got family coming to visit me at the end of the month, which will round out the summer really nicely. And yeah, I will keep trying to do my weekly vlog, and I may start next week's one pretty quickly because I'm just so busy with work. But I just would like to say thank you so much for following along. It means a lot to me. It's difficult, quite overwhelming putting together a new house, and it's really helped me to do my vlog. But even once my house is kind of finished, I still want to keep doing this. I really would like to keep doing it. So thank you for following along with me this week. If I think of anything else to add in, I will, but I rather think this could be the end of this week's vlog. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely week. And I think I ran out of space there. So just once again, thank you and goodbye, and I will see you in my next vlog. Have a lovely summer week.